Welcome to Code Crush Coding. In this video, we are going to learn about Biconsumer Functional Interface. Before learning Biconsumer Functional Interface, let's understand why we need it. So first thing, we have already seen about Consumer Functional Interface. It will take one input and it will not return any result. So we need to provide the data type for the input. So here we are expecting an integer, and whatever integer we get, we will print it by multiplying it with itself. So basically we are printing a square of the provided number. And there is a method called accept for consumer. We are passing here 5. What will be the output in this case? So we are getting here 25. Now let's say we want to add two numbers. So basically now here in the accept method, we need to pass two values, right? So if I pass here two values, let's say 5 and 6, and then here also I need to pass two data types, right? The first one is an integer, so this will represent 5, and the second one will also be an integer, will represent a 6. And now here when I'm passing two values, I need to accept the two values here, so I comma j. And now instead of printing I into I will print here I plus j. So this is a logic here, right? But here we are getting an error. And what does the error says? Error says incorrect number of arguments for type consumer. It cannot be parameterized with arguments integer. So basically, consumer is a interface that will take only one input and it will not return any result. But there is another interface called by consumer interface. So if I say here by, and if I import it, by consumer, import by consumer from java.util function. So it is also from same package java.util function by consumer. And now here pass this inside the brackets. Now there is no error, right? Because by consumer will take two input arguments. So it works on two input argument and it will not return any result. So basically we can pass two input with the help of by consumer function interface. And now we are passing here 5 and 6. So 5 will be stored inside I, 6 will be stored inside j, and then we will print I plus j. If I run this code now, so we will get the output 5 plus 6, 11. So that is the use of by consumer. By consumer functional interface in Java, it represents an operation that takes two input arguments. So we are taking two input arguments and it will return no result, and it's a part of java.util function package. Now let's see another example for by consumer functional interface. So here you could see we have a consumer interface which will take the input of string type. Here you could see we are passing here hello, and the name of this consumer is print uppercase. So we are saying print uppercase dot accept hello, and we are printing here in uppercase s dot to uppercase. So we will get the output as hello. Now see the example here for by consumer function interface. As it is a by consumer, it will take two input arguments. So the first one is of type string and second is of type integer. Here you could see we are calling the function accept and we are passing the first is a string which is a hello, and then we are passing an integer 3. And here you could see the logic. It is printing the string this many times. Here we are passing 3, so it is printing it for 3 times with this particular logic. Now let's see the demo for this particular example. Now what we want to do, we want to have here by consumer. We'll take a string and the second one will be the integer. Let's pass here a string. So I will pass here hello, and let's say I pass here 2. Now in I, hello will be stored, and in j 2 will be stored, right? And now what logic we want here, and if I run this code, what will happen? Let's see. Now we are just saying I plus j. So basically we are saying hello plus 2. So it's printing hello 2. Now we want to print hello 2 times because we are passing here 2. So we need to provide the logic for it. Now we don't have a single line here. We will have some logic. So basically we need to pass here the curly brackets. I will say here curly brackets, and then I will close the curly bracket here. And inside the curly bracket I need to provide the logic. So we will have here a for loop for int I is equal to 0 and I should be less than j, right? Whatever integer we get here, it should be less than that. And we will increment the I, and then we will print here sys out. This is our I, so what we will do, we will rename it to s. We'll rename it to s comma j, and we will print here s. I hope you understand the logic here. So basically what we are doing in this by consumer, we are passing two input arguments. First is string and the second is integer. So we need to print the string equal to the integer value. So if we are passing an integer as 2, then we are printing the hello 2 times. If I save this code and run now, see we are getting hello 2 times. If I say 5, then it will print hello 5 times. See, we are getting hello as 5 times. So that is a use of by consumer. It will work on two input arguments and it will not return any result. That's it in this video. We will see another topic in next video. Thank you for watching.